we close the door on what creates the problem, which is importation, and try to actually create initiatives.
That's for you, the entrepreneurs.
Yes. And so for the first time, you can actually look at it and say, look, you're going from a $10 million a month just for someone like us in import to almost zero if you wanted to. So it means development has now been initiated by the private sector entrepreneurs who have ventured into manufacturing certain other areas that you would have imported before. So recession had its positive, its negative in terms of course, the businesses first lost out. And now the positive for us is that we've gone from a business needing to look for dollars all the time from CBN to, if it comes, good. If it doesn't come, we don't really care that much.
So what happened before? Why were you not looking inwards?
Now, I won't say we're not looking inwards.
Because when you move from 95% importation to 95% raw materials from within the country, then it means a lot of people, or you guys were not looking at the right direction before.
No, it's not that we were not looking at the right direction. You see, there's certain factors you must look at when recession happens. Pray that your business idea works just at that time. Now, what I mean by that is that, now, in terms of certain businesses, you will put them in place, but you will never make money because the policies there are already encouraging the imports to happen. So the alternative import does not make that business viable, so you kill it. Now, but in a recession, especially when you close the door, whoever actually started that business now looks viable because it can either push its margins up or push its prices up. And he knows you don't have the alternative. So you'll be forced to buy. Now, sincerely, what happened in our own industry is that when you look at the comparative analysis between you making it and you importing it, the margin of safety is too thin to guarantee you put in that investment. Now, what they now have done, what recession now forces that the windows was closed, you couldn't import. So the guy with the little margin was able to increase his margin. Now, you were forced to buy. He increased his margin a bit more, you were forced to buy. It got to a point of equilibrium, he made a lot of money. He now, within that same 1 year, reinvested and quadrupled his size. Now, he made money artificially, abnormally out of you, but he reinvested the abnormal profit. Now, you've lost out, then his prices rebalance. So you go from an all-I. Today, it's very competitive to the point that it's cheaper for me to buy locally than import these goods today. Now, so for the whole industry, it means that cable has become cheaper for everybody because now we've gone from a situation where we had a very high price, we had a very high local price from the startups. Now today, you have the first manufacturer who started and quadrupled the size in 1 year. Then you had a second entry the same year he finished his expansion. Now we have a third entry into that same project. Now we are expecting a fourth entry next year. Now, if recession did not happen, you will not have 4 of those factories in Nigeria today. They never were there 50 years ago.
Mr. Lubeg, he has said that for his sector of the economy, recession has done them well. At least they are now looking better inwards. But would that be the story of most Nigerians in terms of, yes, we are hearing about these figures, 0.7 to 1.4. How does it translate to the ordinary Nigerian? Is he feeling this, marked improvement?
Okay, well, I think we will have to start that. When we say something is in recession, what caused the recession? In reality, this country, we were a consuming country. And because we are a consuming country, there's going to be effects on our balance of payments in trade analysis. Now, when there's effect on trade analysis, it's going to affect the price of dollars. And that was why when Jonathan was there, dollar was about 155, now it's about 360, 400. Now, the effect of that will lead to what he has said. CBN could not get more money for importers because the money is not there. Now, that has made the industries to look inwards. So it pays Nigeria in the whole. But what I first say is, initially, what happened in this country was that we were spending more than what we had. During the Jonathan era, there was too much money in the country. And that was what fooled myself and yourself to assume that you are rich. A lot of people had more than enough money. A property that normally the cost of the property is probably 40 million. But because the guy that is buying has stolen the money, he's ready to pay 80 million.